welcome everybody. This is our Monday night live 15-minute power call with Sherlock Nation. My name is Brandon Ivey. I am a double diamond with Sherlock, calling in from Los Angeles, California. And thank you for taking time out of your schedule for being here, because you're going to hear about something that is really taking the world by storm. We are literally on fire right now since we have relaunched our company at Sherlock Nation 3 weeks ago. And we want you to be able to understand what this is about, how you can participate, and why it's so important, because this is something that all of us are a part of, whether we like it or not. Now, a little bit of background about myself. I've been in the industry of network marketing for 17 years this December, and I didn't have much success when I first got started. But I knew that this was the best way to be able to achieve what I like to call financial freedom and purchase your freedom from a 9-to-5 job. In the last several years, I've had tremendous success. I've been able to walk off my job. I was able to retire at the age of 36 years old, and I don't say that to impress you, but to impress you that I understand. Because at one point in time, I was taught that if I want financial freedom, there's a couple of things that I must do. That's go to school, get good grades, and get a good, safe, secure job, a job that will take care of you for the rest of your life. And I did that. I graduated from Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia. I went on to have a nice corporate career going, but due to no fault of my own, I was laid off from my job. And if you've ever been laid off, you know exactly how that feels. And if you haven't, I guarantee you know somebody who has, and chances are you're putting in more time, more hours, more effort, and you better not even ask for a raise because you're lucky to have a job in the first place. Let's talk about those lucky few. The federal government already states that 97% of all Americans, if they're lucky to stay on the same job without getting fired or laid off, will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. We have 10,000 baby boomers retiring a day, a trend that's going to continue for the next 10 years. So I don't need to convince you that obviously that way does not work anymore for the most people. There's always exceptions to the rule. But what I am here to tell you is that there is a better way. And that better way is having your own home-based business. Unfortunately, most people don't have $250,000 to invest in having their own brick-and-mortar storefront. But because of technology today, there's no need. You're able to start your own business and market whatever you want globally without having to have a storefront. So it's not just about being in the right business. It's also being in the right industry that's going to allow you to thrive. You see, at one point in time, we all thought that Blockbuster Video was the right business at the right time, and it was. It was a multi-billion-dollar corporation. But what happened? Technology changed, timing changed, and Blockbuster did not adapt. They did not see Netflix as a threat, and now Blockbuster is out of business. Same with Radio Shack. So it's about being in the right position at the right time in the right industry. And that industry today is called e-commerce. E-commerce is the fastest growing industry on the planet today. It is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind. I like to call it the modern day gold rush, the second industrial revolution. And why is this industry so large, so important? It's because most businesses and consumers are moving from brick and mortar to click and order. No longer do you need to go to a local store in your area to buy what you want. You can take advantage of technology. And when you look at the planet today, since the internet has made the world much smaller, did you know that there's more people alive today than have died in all of human history combined? So what activities are they doing? Well, back in the year 2000, 6.5% of the world's population was on the internet. 6.5%. That's 200 million people. When you look at the world today, 15 years later, over almost half of the world's population is connected to the internet. And when people are connected to the internet, they're also buying things off the internet. See, in 2003, e-commerce was a $55 billion industry. Pretty good. But you fast forward to today, it is now a $2 trillion industry in a little over 12 years. Now, how is that possible? Here's one thing you must understand to put this in perspective. The automobile industry, which we all would all agree revolutionized the world. No more riding horses in carts. and wagons. We now drive cars. But the automobile industry, it took 100 years to reach $1 trillion. 100 years. Ecommerce did it in 9. In fact, it's adding an extra trillion every single year until 2018. By 2018, it's expected to be a $5 trillion industry. That's room for enough for everybody to get a piece of the pie. But another thing you must understand as well, what's changed in our society, is that a lot of times people felt that the fastest way to gain wealth is by owning land and real estate. But the greatest real estate on the world today is no longer land, because only a few people or percentage of people are able to participate in that. Today, the greatest real estate is on your smartphone screen. That is where everybody is spending the most amount of time. Did you know that college girls in America, the average, spends more than 12 hours a day on their smartphone screen? And they're not talking to anybody by phone. They're using their smartphone to Instagram, to selfies, to play games, to Facebook, to Twitter, to do all the things, social media, instead of actually talking to anybody. And companies are making a fortune off of this. Give you another example of multi-billion-dollar companies. Google, Facebook, YouTube. You know, they're multi-billion-dollar corporations, but what's the one thing that they have in common besides being on the internet? It's the fact that they give their platform away for free. They make their money on the back end. It's a business model that has worked, and it is a business model that we have copied. Speaking of we introduced Sherlock Nation. So what is so special about us? And why is it that Sherlock Nation is going to be successful? Well, I already have stated that this is the future of network marketing as a business model, because most home-based businesses all offer a product, and the product works. The product is great. It could be health and wellness, weight loss. It could be coffee, skincare products, energy drinks. They're all great products. Unfortunately, they're not what I will consider a necessity product. They're more of a luxury product. It's not a need that you have to have on your average budget. One thing we know is that the average person works and lives on a fixed income. They go to work, they get paid, they pay their bills, and whatever's left over they use to buy food, clothing. They're shopping and buying clothes and taking vacations. And when the money runs out, they have to wait till next month to get paid and do it all over again. And if you go and ask that individual to find ways to spend even more money on a product you're selling that they don't need, that's a tough deal to last long term. You might get them for 1 or 2 months, but not long term. What we've done is created a mobile app, an app that you download onto your smartphone. So we don't have to convince you to have a smartphone. You already have one. We don't have to convince you on how to use and teach you how to use apps. You already know how. And we're not even going to charge you for our products like Google, like Facebook, like YouTube. We're going to give it to you for free. So now what our product's going to allow you to do is price compare on items that you already want to buy. We help the average person save up to $300 a month on items they want to buy anyway. So if you're familiar with Google, then this should be easy to understand, because Google is a search engine. But when you Google something, does Google bring up to you the best price on items that you're looking for? No. Google brings up to you the most popular websites, the websites with the most internet traffic, the websites that have spent the most money on advertising dollars. What the Sherlock will do is search the entire internet to find you the best items on things you already want to buy for the best price in a matter of seconds. So it does what Google does, because we actually use Google, eBay, Amazon, Rakuten, Dealtime, Alibaba, all of the major search engines that have access to thousands of stores. That's going to price compare for you. Our app also has the ability to book flights and hotels on the app. Also look up daily deals. We even have a price scanner that's going to allow you to scan the item barcodes in stores and get the best price. See, my wife, when she first saw this, said, I know I can save money shopping online, but I like to go to the stores. I said, say, great, go ahead and do so. She likes to go to the store, get that shopping experience, touch, feel, look at things. And when you find something that you want to buy, tell her, pull out your phone, open up the Sherlock app, and see if you can get a better deal. That way it saves me money and satisfies her need to get the shopping experience. It's a win-win situation, and since it's a digital product, guess what? We don't have borders. As long as you have internet access and a cell phone, you can build this business from anywhere around the globe. How would you like to get paid in a different currency from people who speak a different language in a different time zone? There's no limit here. So we offer a product for free that's going to help people save money every time they use it. And in turn, we get paid when they use the product. That's how we make money on the other side. Under Sherlock Nation umbrella, we also have other products, like a customer loyalty reward program that's going to allow our customers to save money and also earn reward points when they use and give the app away and share it with their friends and family. So now your customers are getting you customers, and they can redeem their loyalty points for gifts and coupons. We also have Sherlock University, which is our own internal training system to train all of our affiliates on how to get started, how to build their business. We have Sherlock Local, which is the ability for our affiliates to sign up businesses for free, just like Groupon. And anytime somebody buys from that business, you get paid. We also have Sherlock Fundraising for those who want to raise money for nonprofits, churches, Little League teams, Girl Scouts, it doesn't matter. But they can sign up on our platform for free and be able to raise money for the nonprofit. We also have Sherlock Travel. Sherlock Travel is going to help you find the best deals on travel, vacations, and packages. I'm taking a trip to Vegas next week. I saved almost $400 on the trip I was going to take anyway. We're going on a cruise out of Venice to the Greek islands next summer. I'm going a couple of days early to spend it around Venice. Saved over $1,000 on that trip for the flight and hotel for me and my wife. The value of the Sherlock has for our members is second to none. The ability to earn an income while you build your business and take advantage of the savings is also second to none. And if what you like makes sense, or what you hear is making sense to you, here's what you want to do. You want to get back with the person who invited you to listen to this call. Let them know that you want to know more information. If you do, great. We're going to get you more information. If you don't, at least download the app and help yourself save some money. It's a win-win situation.